Hello, and welcome to Nightcraft Episode 2. This is a Minecraft series where you're encouraged to just sit back, relax, and get ready for sleep. If you suffer from insomnia or just need a calm, safe place to relax, then you can vibe with me. Now, in the last episode we spent a lot of our time trying to get mending on all of our armor. But today I think we're going to spend a little bit more time on the aesthetic side of things, really putting the craft in Minecraft. We have plenty of resources to try and bring up the aesthetic appeal of our base, and maybe while we can do some more farming and get some more enchantment from the villagers today as well, we're going to spend a lot more time just trying to make this place a little bit more cozy and welcoming, because it's very, very barren. Over the last couple of days, which I didn't really record, I spent a lot of my time terraforming, and last episode we added a little bit of this aesthetic with oak leaves combined with the acacia planks and shelves. Now this new shelf block I'm actually really much a fan of. It adds a layer of depth and just looks really, really aesthetic. You can also treat them like item frames, so I might do that eventually. Might be good for labeling things. At the moment they're just a nice decorator block that we have. Also, if I take you around this side, we can see that we added some dark pillars, and it really embraces the shadowy contour of this corner here. Now I was planning on replacing the roof, because the dirt doesn't seem to look as nice. And yeah, maybe we can get some more dark wood tones going on. I'm really a fan of this corner though, and as it transitions into the hallway we added these lamps, traded them with a villager, and then added a blend of acacia and oak leaves as well, which I think adds really, really calming vibes to this tunnel. I haven't really shown you too much of whatever else I have going on. I mean, you might have seen glimpses of the enchanting place here, and yeah, you would have seen what we had for our villager trading setup. I'm thinking of expanding this to a multi-level villager trading hall, but we're gonna have to figure out how all of that's gonna work. Now, thankfully all my villagers are still there. What I am hearing is zombie. I think the zombies usually spawn just above here. That might be a good indication for me to add some fences just to block off this area for now. I want to make sure the villagers are nice and safe. There we go. We'll block that off for now. I don't know if I have any carpets on me. I can quickly grab some from the sheep farm over here. Also, we had a couple of technical difficulties last episode with the XP farm, but it finally got working. I just need some potions of infestation, and we'll be able to get our level back up to 40 plus. Let's grab some light grey wool. Just need a couple of carpets here. And then let's put this dirt back. My inventory is getting quite full, so some shulkers would be nice as well. Oh, hello. That's quite annoying, reminding you of how much work you've been putting in your base. Let me just fight a couple of these phantoms and we'll be on our way. Luckily for you, I am a pro PvPer, so there we go. got them out of the way. Maybe I can put a couple of those in my bundle here. Let's see. What don't I need? My inventory is getting really full. Let's get rid of that obsidian for now. We'll definitely use it much later. So no need to take up too much space at the moment. I'm not really sure what phantom membranes are used for actually. So I'll just keep them in my mob loot chest, and then we can get on with what we had planned for the rest of tonight. No, that is the wrong chest. Okay, that's much better. So I think we'll just start by replacing the floor here. I'm still quite undecided on what I want the aesthetic to look like, but I think just embracing some of the stone textures would be really good. Maybe I'll use an empty chest, yeah, to keep all of my blocks while I plan what I want to do. Okay, so at the moment I'm really liking the deep slate cobblestone and its blend with the normal cobble as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll continue that pattern over here. I think the dark tones give us a very modern texture, and then we might be able to mix it with a little bit of quartz on the left side here, just to give a really clean transition. The sharp contrast between these dark greyish black tones and the white I think will look very appealing. Not a whole lot of quartz, I might have to go back into the nether for some mining. We'll grab our deep slate blocks and our stone bricks as well. And all of the remaining materials will go there. Oh, I've got to remember to place the carpet just here as a temporary measure for now. This makes it easier to jump over. So I do believe some zombies have been spawning. But I don't know where. I'm not sure where the sound is coming from. Oh, it's probably this guy. I think unfortunately he did turn into a zombie villager. Wasn't really my intention, but I was gonna turn him anyways. He was my second mending villager. So this one has mending, very good prices. I think I accidentally punched this guy, so he wanted to scam me. So once we cure him, we should be able to get even more mending than we'll possibly ever need. So grab some of this stone there. Always useful. Okay, so let's start by creating some more deep slate stuff. I really like this deep slate tile. I think what we'll do is half of this, and then half this. And that should be good. Let's just start by replacing this side. Always like to start with the roof, just because the tones that the roof create just help me figure out what kind of things I want to place down below them. I'll probably transition to quartz. Something still feels a little bit off. Maybe, yeah, this. I'll make it more continuous with the bricks. Yeah, that looks so much better. Feels a little bit more complete. Gonna need a little bit more tiles. Might have to go down to the mines to fill that out completely. But yeah, that's a nice contrast. And I think adding the quartz on top will look very, very nice. Let's just do that now. I don't know if we have enough. We'll see. Also, is there another quartz block that we can add? Ooh, chisel quartz block looks very nice. I think I'll commit to this. Okay. Oh, I love it. Just the dark and white contrast there adds so much flavor. And I think we can take use of a lot of the green leafy tones as well, and just have it blend nicely with the wood that we have there. I think we can try and make this facade look a little bit nicer. Grab the leaves, a couple of those blocks. What can we do? I think we'll start with the foundation here, and then we'll just work our way from there. So definitely want to embrace that wood frame style architecture. Yeah, that looks nice. And then looks very good. Yeah, I love that. So then I'll be able to place some fences. Do I have any fences on me? Don't think so. I can create some fences. That should be enough. Good. Let's just place a fence there, and then add some oak leaves to that. Wow, that worked out so much better than I thought. And what we can do is we can maybe put some pots on the left and right there. Now, I don't know if I want to add any more of the oak wood to this side. I might fill in the floors with just planks. Oak planks, probably the way to go. Put this moss back in the carpet. So probably won't need the dirt for now. Get some planks going. Yeah, that looks very warm. I love it. Let's just encompass this entire entrance of the mine, and then we'll take a step back and see how it looks from the entrance. Oh, the god rays from the sun look so aesthetic. Let's see. The stone is still throwing it off. I think I can replace the stone. It'll probably have to be done. And I think we can expand that wood texture as well. Okay. Let's play around with stairs actually. I don't know, let's just create some sticks, chuck them here. Or I did have some extra fences. Just keep them there for now. With these stairs, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll need a couple more. That should be enough. They work really well in corners. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll just replace this back wall. That looks very cozy. Maybe I will add one more. I don't know. Maybe I'll just finish up the concentric rings. Although Mr. Torch, we're gonna have to shift you for a little bit. I don't really like the aesthetic of torches, so I'm gonna have to replace them with some lamps soon. Gonna need some more wood. Let's see how this looks. Might have to go back to the oak farm very soon. That looks very nice. So the walls seem a little flat. I think we can add some decoration. Maybe we'll put some fences there as a placeholder for when we do want to introduce the lamps. I think that's too high. Too low. Just right. Now let me figure out the recipe for lamps. I'll stone here for now. We will come back for it. We don't have a need for it at the moment. I think for lamps, I don't know if we need copper and iron. We'll need torches in our inventory as well. So we'll just need the ingots there. Okay, so we don't need copper. We'll need quite a few ingots. Let's see how many you can get from that. Oh, not as much as I was thinking. Yeah, we are running low on the iron department now. Okay. Five more. Is that enough? Perfect. Quick maths. Okay, so we're gonna place the lanterns here instead, as they look so much better. Okay, maybe it should be higher. See, now I'm unsure. I'm very, very unsure. Yeah. The wall still feels barren, but maybe that just means we need more depth. That looks very, very nice. I think some slabs here or inverted stairs. And then we place some item frames. Yeah, I think that works very nicely. Okay. See, that's a nice cozy corner. And this is just the entrance to our mine, so we're probably not going to change anything else about that. That very mine-esque. And then we can work on the entrance to the nether portal. That'd be very, very good. I want to keep this a little bit ominous. So use a lot of iron, but they'll probably require another mining expedition soon. Yep. Seem to be very low on iron and deep slate. Now, the village's second level we can also start making adjustments to. Maybe we can increase the aesthetic appeal of everything. Yeah. That was a very scary groan. Okay. Let me see if I can do a potion of weakness. I think it might be good to try and do a splash potion and get all of the librarians at once. I'm gonna have to grab another zombie. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. Have any water? Nope, no water. I was gonna get some dripstone as well and have an infinite lava source and water source there. Would be quite useful. But no worries, there's a lake just here we can grab water from. And in the meanwhile we can check on our farm. So yes, the armadillos are still there. Mr. Zombie Supervisor still there. So no worries whatsoever. I think a potion of weakness that is created by a fermented spider eye, if I'm not wrong. Let's chuck these bottles in. We'll keep an extra one for safekeeping. And let's see if we can get ourselves a spider eye. Okay. Red eyes in the distance. Probably spawned that way, to be honest. Over the hills and far away. There we go. Professional strafing. Yeah, 6 spider eyes. I think we can go for a little bit more. Just because I don't come out here that often. Okay, I'll heal this pickaxe. Well, that does happen. Okay, the pickaxe is healed. Got one more. I think there is one more phantom. Probably stuck on a block there. Okay, the spider jockey here. Probably needs addressing. Power fiber, very useful. I don't really have any use for a lot of this stuff. The Enderman, we can probably fight him. When on the range, okay, or not. That's fine. We'll pick up these pumpkins as well. Will be useful for getting more emeralds. Okay, lovely. I'll grab these pumpkins as well. I do intend on collecting the rest of the plants, but maybe after a little bit more building. Right, how nice. Perfectly round number of pumpkins. I think that's enough for 6 emeralds. Let's have a look. Any one of these farmers should work, yeah. There we go. Right. I'll keep these in my chest for now. Let's see if I can do something about all of this excess stuff here. Not getting a whole lot of building done, but that's okay. We can take our time with it. There's no real rush. Okay, this is another question. How do I create a fermented spider eye? Was it this and... Sugar and a mushroom. Okay, I can figure that out. Do I have any mushrooms here? I know I used to have... Oh, maybe I should check my chest in the base. While we do that, we'll grab just sugar cane, sugar, that should be good. And some mushrooms. Hello. Oh, there we go. There's a mushroom. Now, 2 spider eyes, 2 sugar, a little bit of spice, a bit of fermented spider eye. This is some witchcraft ray. Oh, that looks so nice. I haven't actually seen it from this angle. We can create like another cozy cubby here. Maybe some seats. Who knows? Awkward potion, not it. Maybe it's just a water bottle. Oh, well, that's my bad. I'll keep the awkward potions for my potion of infestation then. Okay, so this should be done now. Very good. Potion of weakness. And then I think I can make a splash with some gunpowder. Okay. Let's put you back in. And we'll just target this guy for now and see how much the mending price has dropped. Maybe while we do that, I'll also grab some stone. Any stone on me at the moment? Yes, I do. So I think that should be enough for 3 potions of infestation, and once we get a potion of weakness we can use this gapple here. Actually, I think what we'll do, we don't really have too many gap holes, we'll just chuck it at you. Good. And we'll let him convert. Okay. So while that's being done, let's see if we can add some more aesthetic things to the base. I do love the stone aesthetic. I'm going to grab some more stone bricks. I'm going to grab some more walls. I think they add quite a lot of texture. So we'll add a lot of walls. And yeah, maybe we could do some chiseled bricks as well. That should be good. Okay, let's start by excavating a little bit more here. So easy to get distracted. There's so many things to do, especially in the early game. I think now we'll just replace this stuff with stone bricks. And I'm thinking we'll wrap all of this around. Now if you are still watching and you haven't fallen asleep, maybe now's the time to take a little bit of a break from whatever you're doing, grab a sip of water, and yeah, just remember to relax. Sometimes it's important to remember that while the work you're doing is really important, we've got to look after our health as well. Because there is no point in whatever we do if we are not okay to continue reaping the benefits. Okay. I think now we'll just turn this corner with the stone bricks. Perfect. How's that looking? I definitely did something. Get some stone stairs as well. And just create a nice plateau. Nice. Now, maybe this is where the chiseled stone bricks can come in. And we can create a contrast with the texture itself. There we go. Okay, that's looking a whole lot better. And we can consider doing something similar for the roof. Now I'm debating, are stone enough? I do really want to put quartz on all of that roof there. I think the bottom might also have to be quartz then. And we'll keep the walls nice and dark and moody. Okay. So because we're trying to work on the side, let's check on our villager. Hello there. Oh, lovely. Grab some mending. Yeah, 6 should be enough. I will have to grab some books as well. Okay, maybe I'll take a trip to the farm. Actually, no, I should have some extra books here. I do. There we go. Actually, also going to need some space. Let's just combine our stacks, offload a little bit of the unnecessary stuff right now. Probably won't need the oak fences just yet. I would chuck that there. Lanterns I'll keep for now. The deep slate, one probably won't be enough for anything. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with that many slabs, so we'll just keep one. Okay, so the inventory should be more than clear enough to get lots and lots and lots of mending. Lovely. That's what we love to see. I'll just keep them in my thing for now. I think everything has mending for the most part, or maybe my shovel could use it. Let's name the shovel. What do I want to name it? Well, the pattern is, they've always been named after something, usually like classes in a video game or something like that. So maybe shovel. What do I think of when I'm digging? The Mole King. That'd be an interesting name. Let me give this some thought. I'm like this. The tectonic. Cool name. Alrighty. We've killed him. Maybe what we'll do is, because we have the opportunity to get even more mending, more than we'll ever need, and he's running a crazy discount, we'll grab a lot of paper. We'll collect our farms now. I'm gonna try to farm them for as many emeralds as we can, so that we'll never run out of things. Quite annoying. Pop you back. Okay, I'm gonna leave them over here because I don't want them destroying my farm. It's getting quite annoying. I do have sweeping edge, so trying to get them all together. Nice. Oh, 9 ingot. We'll be able to trade that rotten flesh as well if I collect enough of it. Okay, I'm gonna offload some of the building materials because we are in farming mode. We'll come back to the building in a brief moment. But for now, let's try and maximize on the emeralds before that expires. I don't know if there's an expiration on his discount. Again, I've never done a villager trading hall before, let alone cure a zombie villager. So we're all doing this new thing together. Oh, I love the efficiency 5x. Amazing. We would have quite a few stacks of paper. And the pumpkins have regenerated too. have some discounts on those. Okay, good. And then, yes, wheat. The wheat's going to be very useful when I'm trading. I only have one farmer who offers the wheat trade. So if I can get him to be a bit cheaper as well. Whoops. Don't want to get rid of all my torches there. And he's zombie repellent. Okay, we have filled up on seeds, and I do believe this chest might also be very full. Yep. Okay, we'll chuck in the seeds here temporarily. Might have to get a lot of bone meal. Okay. Right, organize everything to the best of my ability. Right, that's looking very organized. So now, after we finish replanting these, I might just collect the carrots at the same time. I'm also gonna have to place my compost thing in. Is bone meal something I can trade? I don't really know. If I could trade seeds, that would be a broken farm. But unfortunately, I don't think there's a seed trade. It's okay, we'll deal with this for now. Okay, let's do not too much of a point collecting the potatoes. I don't have a potato trade. Can't really see the error there. That's good. Just collect the XP. And yeah, we'll start by collecting the carrots. Yeah, there we go. Carrots, okay. You here, but you here. Did I just place all of these as carrots? Huh? I swear I had beetroot at some point. Oh well. Carrots are a little bit more lucrative for the farming thing. A tad bit more expensive than all the other ones. I'm really running out of space. Okay, maybe before all of this despawns, we will go to the trading hall. I'm gonna have to make 2 round trips. You know your farms are doing really well. You need to make multiple trips. That's okay. That's what we want. That is what we want. Hopefully he's still running his discount. Yes, he is. Okay, let's get some paper going. Now stacks and stacks and stacks of paper. That is not sugarcane. Okay, let's just start trading. I'll keep all of my things that I want to mend in my hand. Okay, he's run out of the paper trade. I think there was one more paper trader here. No. Do you paper trade? Nope. Nope. Yes. Okay, good. Just check, do I have any more sugarcane? No, I do not. Alright, that's fine. Go to our wheat trade next, and actually I'm gonna keep some wheat for my animal farms. Yeah, I'll just keep a stack for my animal farms. I will be able to trade the rest of these for lots and lots and lots of emeralds. Okay, that's useful. And then carrots. Plenty of carrots. Alright, perfect. Is there anything more that we need to collect? Oh, we have one more stack of carrots actually. He's run out. Okay. Now the melons are discounted. And pumpkins are discounted. Check if we have any more of them. No, we do not. Do we have any leather on us? I don't. Don't really know if I need any more mending. You can never be sure. So what I'm going to do is grab a little bit more leather. I think 13 mending should be enough. I say that like it's not a lot. Yes, now I am running low on paper. Okay, let's pick up some scraps. Don't know if you can burn me with sugarcane. This does seem to be a little bit of a problem. Ooh, I have an idea. I'll use some of the emeralds to... Yeah, I'll use some of the emeralds I get to get some bookshelves, and then I will turn those bookshelves into books. But I can't use my axe because that has silk touch. So we gotta remember to be wary when doing that one. Have you refreshed carrots? Nice. Very good. Love it. You a bookseller? Yes, you do. Oh, that's crazy price. That's so much better. Aqua affinity. Books for emeralds. Interesting. Yeah, I think 3 bookshelves should be enough. Yeah, there we go. So then I chuck these in, and we got ourselves mending. Okay, that is more mending than we will ever need, and you can have some carrots. That. I need a whole double chest just for mending. Okay, That is great. That is great. Is there anything that needs mending? Maybe my shield. And my hoe at this point. I would say this was a very successful day. And what do we name this? This is gonna be the... We already have the gentle, not the delicate. Yeah, we'll call this the gentle. Love it. And then even my shield. Sure. Everyone can amend it. Right, we are geared up. And maybe we can get some even more. No, wait, that is not for you. Let's check our excess stuff here. The leather I'll pair with the paper. The books I will probably roll for enchantment soon. Just keep them there. And then... what else? Are there any other things I can trade for? I wanna level this guy up quite a bit more. The efficiency 5, I wanna get him cheaper. And looting 3. Yeah, this guy's really good actually. Good to me. Keep that, and let's breed up some cows. Because I am going to run short of leather soon. I'm feeling it. The food is running short, so I'll probably have to do something about that. Get some sheep up too. Now I'm gonna have to start culling them, so look away if you are sensitive. Oh no, children. Anything with the children. That should be enough sheep. Good, yep. And then time for the same thing with the cows. So there are less cows overall. Yeah, I think that was good enough. Damn, sent him flying. Oh, we do have plenty of food there. Maybe this should be in my offhand. Oh, too much beef. Too much. But you can never have enough wool, especially if I find myself in the deep dark. I'll probably need a lot of wool. Now, I've deviated quite a bit from our original goal of building up the aesthetic of our base. I think I get too into the enchantment side of things, so we are going to continue that building and just fully deck out this entire space now. I think I'm motivated to finish the roof there, and for that we're going to need quite a lot of quartz. So we will make a trip to the nether now. I think I'm going to need some gold on my armor. Yeah, some gold boots would probably be nice. Oh, have some gold on us for trading as well. Okay, so let us head in. We'll also have to make this entire nether area look nice. So we do have a little bit of a hub going on. And yeah, I've kept my stuff here very nice. Oh, maybe we can use a blackstone for building. Right now the whole goal is just to collect things for our expeditions. Actually, no, collect stuff for our building from the expeditions. That's what I meant to say. Okay, little bit of an issue. I have to fill that hole in now. That's fine. Right, so we'll just try and get a full inventory with the quartz. And figure out the rest after. There should be quartz all over the place. I have to be careful not to fall. It's a shame that one of the only white and nice looking blocks are in the ugliest places. I mean, the nether can look nice depending on how you view it, but it does not match my aesthetic. We'll try and make this an in and out job. We don't spend too much time here unnecessarily. Also, the last time I came here, the nether fortress was like 14 million blocks away. I might have to create a couple of nether hubs for us to be able to travel efficiently to and from there. Maybe I could head in a different direction, I'm not really sure. I can't even remember the direction I headed in last time. I think I went down here. I think that's what I did. Got a glowstone there, but I don't know if I want to use glowstone for my build. Yeah, last time I went down here. Let's do a little bit of exploration on the left side this time. Now with a Fortune 3 pickaxe, my inventory will be filling up quite quickly. Ooh, and I can make use of the wood here as well. Crimson wood looks so nice. Oh, hello. Don't know why I did that actually. Did not need to do that. Ooh, the shrooms here would be nice. Yeah, I think I'll use those mushrooms as they have a very cool aesthetic appeal. Gonna have to go up actually. Okay, now we're gonna have to heal up our stuff as well at some point. And we can worry about that later. Focus on getting some more wood. I think that's one thing they've done incredibly well, the nether update. It's these trees. Can't get enough of that texture there. I think 2 stacks of this wood should be enough. Is that aura? Yeah, it's probably aura. Took one look at me and got scared. Yeah, run away, run away. Okay, we need half a stack more. Hello there. And 13 more. Interesting. Try not to get knocked into the lava. 3 more. Okay, that was quite mean. I don't know why I did that. Well, I do know why. She can knock me into the lava, but yeah, it should be nicer. I love the shroomlights. Out of my way. Nice. Let's see if I can get some gold as well. We'll need some gold for gapples. Gold for gapples. Gapples for gold. Now that I've figured out the recipe for a potion of weakness, oh, I also need blaze rods. That's one annoying thing. Can I trade for blaze rods? I think I can. Maybe gold will be the thing I really need to get. Wait. No way. Is this a bastion? I may need to take these guys out. Yes. That's what I'll do. The thing I'm scared about the most isn't these guys with the axes. It's the piglins, because they're like a horde. I don't want to hit him. Dangerously close. It's great to have infinity on a bow. Now my big fear is, are they able to break blocks? Because I remember playing a mod where they could. I don't know if that's a default mechanic on the game. Okay, he's dead. Spectral arrows. Does infinity not work on this? I've got no idea. Keep the smithing template. Iron. Love myself some obby. Nuggets can stay. I think magma cream is useful for something. Okay. We'll mainly rely on... Ooh, the black stone looks so nice there. Time to kill ourselves a ghost. Okay. Interesting. Yes, there's another netherite upgrade. Ancient debris. Very useful. Don't think I need any more magma cream. Can never go wrong with iron. Yes, this is something I need desperately. And yeah, more blackstone. Ooh. Just gotta make sure that none of the piglins see me take this. Okay. Let's... Scary noises there. Oh, we'll explore more of that bastion as well. Just don't know where I want to go. We'll go up there. Never explored a bastion on my own. This is all very, very foreign to me. Is this even a bastion? I don't know. I don't know. This is their world and I'm just living in it. Did a lot of damage. Okay, sorry, I'm not talking too much because I'm trying to process what's happening. I'm not entirely sure how to approach all of this new information. There's like sensory overload. I may have to kill you. Okay, I will have to fight all of them. Unless they fear me. Okay, They should be scared of me. I'm the goat. I am the goat. Alright, we've got lots of gold. And now I'm just gonna figure out if there's anything else left to explore in this bastion type structure here, because it seems to be really small and everyone seems to make a big deal out of them. So maybe there's things that I'm missing I could be exploring on top here. Or maybe it's below. Yeah, there seems to be stuff below. Maybe we'll make our way below. That could be the play. Yes, I think this is the play. Very menacing sounds. Let's use this lava to clean out some of my inventory as well. Make another crafting table. And then let's try and create some more gold. This gold will be very useful for us in the gapple department. I don't know if we have enough for as many gapples as I'm thinking. I'm sure we're getting there, slowly but surely. Let's just chuck this. That's filled with lava. Maybe to get up, I'm just gonna dig up. Probably not the wisest thing to do. This is just to the same level, so maybe I can go higher. Don't know if there's anything else left for us to explore here. Okay, well that was quite underwhelming if that's all there is to a bastion. Maybe what I'll do is I'll continue digging for some more stuff in Nether. If I come across some more interesting structures, then I'll continue to record. But for now, because it's just a very slow, and I'll catch you guys when I am done. Okay, well it's literally been 2 minutes since I last saw you guys, and I've just come across what seems to be a nether fortress type structure. So we're gonna go exploring. I think I can survive that fall. I'm gonna have to also create a pillar up just to remind myself where I came from. Let's do that. Ooh. That hurt. I'll just put torches all the way around, just so we know where we came from. So while we're here, let's collect a little bit more gold. But this nether fortress will be good, because I need some blaze rods. Let's do that. I'm seeing lots of gold here as well. I do not want to miss out on an opportunity for more gold. quite stacked. Maybe there's enough for a few more gold blocks. There we go, 2 more gold blocks there. This is turning out to be quite a good nether hole. Also, I have no use for basalt. That just doesn't look nice to me. Oh, okay. That's some blazes. Where was that from? Oh, right in front of my eyes. Good. Looting 3 sword is always good. That was quite a bit of damage. I think we will drop in and get our keep. I'm gonna collect some stuff now, and I will catch you guys when I'm done, because this is gonna be quite noisy. Alrighty, so after some lots of fighting and struggling, I've tamed 2 twin blaze spawners, so I'm gonna make a really massive blaze farm using these. And thankfully this nether fortress was actually really close to where spawn is. I just gotta figure out where that is, because I kinda got lost exploring it. And it is quite a big fortress. But the plan is now for us to make a really good farm, so that I never run out of blaze rods, because right now I have a full stack and that's alright. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a little bit more XP as well as blaze rods from this setup here. So I'm just going to dig around now and maybe box this in as well so none of them escape, and we'll figure out how to connect both of these spawners together. So maybe I'll see you guys in the next episode when that's done, because I'm getting quite tired today and don't think I have enough energy to do a massive build like this. But thankfully I've figured out where these blade spawners are, so in the next episode when we come back we'll be able to deal with them. Okie dokie. So I've just come back from the nether and we have got a lot of loot. Let's check out what I got. We got a lot of quartz. I was hoping to get a little bit more quartz, but I think that's good enough. We got some shroom lights, lots and lots of blaze rods. I'm still yet to set up the blaze spawner and the farm, but now I figured out the exact location and how far away both the bastion and the nether fortress is away from the nether portal from spawn. So we'll be able to path our way all the way to it, hopefully make a cool nether hub using the fortress, and then we'll be able to travel to and from the end portal as well, when eventually we'll make all of our farms and end city sort of stuff there. But for now I think it's been quite lucrative. Got a few blocks of iron, some netherite upgrades, smithing templates, ancient debris, lots and lots of gold, and a few gold ingots as well. So I think the plan is I'm going to continue making our base look nicer. Finally we have the quartz block to complete this palette, and we're going to try and make this nether section look really nice. At the moment I'm thinking that we can use a white block palette using all of the quartz. We're probably going to have to go in for round 2 very soon, because I only have 2 stacks of quartz, and I doubt that's going to be enough. However, it should be a good starting point for us to determine what exactly we want the shape to look like. I'm also going to use quite a lot of the stone cutter, and it will just be useful and mixing and matching the different quartz type blocks that there are. I'm thinking we're going to use quite a few pillars, quite a few stairs, maybe a couple of slabs as well, and then just pure white quartz blocks. So that should be good. Wow. You just can never get used to shaders. Looks so pretty. And I think what we'll do as well is make this sort of section look nice. We can mix in a little bit of quartz because it adds that modern style architecture, and I think that will be the theme going into this complex, quote unquote. I even put this sign up here calling it the complex. I think that's a very suitable name, especially once I start elevating it upwards and we go further down as well. So let's start by digging a couple of these things out and we'll figure out what to do afterwards. Probably should sleep as well, actually. I haven't slept for a while, so they'll get rid of all of the phantoms from spawning. And let's see if our quartz even fits. That looks very nice. So I think, yeah, I'll add some quartz stairs just to smooth out that transition. Or should I use slabs? Slabs into stairs, maybe? That feels a little too low. Alright, let's try this. Does that work? Yeah, that works quite nicely. And then we'll use some of our dark palette blocks on the left there. And then put them. There we go. I'll just chuck a couple of these bricks. And you can see there'll be a sharp contrast as we transition into the quartz. Yeah, that looks nice. And I think what we'll do is we will take all of the quartz and I don't know how far I want to take it because I like this liminal space here. Just a little bit of a transition zone. And maybe I'll take the quartz up to this section here. And then this is where the wood starts. So, put that dirt away. Ooh, we're running out of oak. We'll come back to that. Oh, the nether bricks could also work very nicely, and the blackstone. Just love the dark palette. That look very good. Put some polished blackstone in. And maybe some stairs. I think that should be good. Okay, we're gonna have to play around with a couple of these things. Make sure everything just transitions nicely. Like there's some stuff missing. Yeah, it is a little bit harsh. maybe the initial phase should just be more stone. I like that. I like that quite a lot. Yeah, that just seems to work a little bit better. And then let's just normal blackstone. No, I think we'll stick with the deep slate bricks for now. Yeah, that feels so much nicer. But then, once we initiate that transition from dark to light, we can feel that this area is a little bit more contained. I think the next thing we should aim to do is fix this sort of section. Because we're doing very good with the black theme. I want this to wrap around and reach parallel to this. Let's try to do that. I want this to be smooth. That fits. Nice. Very good. Now we're going to need some more deep slit thingers, tiles. Let's grab some of that. We are running low on deep slit. Not good. Grab all of this and I'll turn all of these into tiles because that seems to be my favorite block. And then the rest of this can be bricks. Yep. Let's grab the tiles. Let's see if we can finish off this pattern here. Nice. Just need a smooth wraparound. Yeah, that gradient works so well. Very good. This seems more professional. Then I think just carry on that theme with the deep slant. I might make a hard border here, just to mark that transition zone. Because I think it feels a little bit loosey-goosey, but by containing the white area, this feels like a designated zone, and then we can continue the white going that way. But the mixture of the blocks looks very, very good so far. So then maybe we can use a little bit more of the stone pellet as we transition closer to the surface. I'm going to turn each of these into stone bricks, and then just like what we've done here, we're going to do on the roof there. And I think we'll begin that pattern from this row. Let's just see how it looks. And given that this will be on the surface level, I think we'll be fine getting rid of all of that and replacing it all with stone, because we will be building up this area so this can form a nice foundation on the surface level as well. So this works really well for the ground of ground floor, and as we go into the basement level, then it works really well as a roof, and we get darker and darker as the corners get encompassed by more of the shadowiness, because there seems to be an absence of light in this area. I love efficiency 5. I think we'll continue that stone aesthetic in this part of the roof as well. Let me see if I do want it to blend on the top as well. What I can do is I can... I think that'll look nice actually. Let's use just nether brick as... Oh no, maybe not. We'll go with the deep slate tiles then. That seems to be the theme. We'll do that here. And then the next layer can just be purely stone bricks. So now on the surface level it looks alright, like a path is beginning to form. And on the bottom here there's this nice transition. So we are picking up quite a lot of dirt. Well, I'm going to have to relocate them into my temporary dirt chest for now. I have quite a few leftover blocks. Because it's an odd number, I don't just want to use one of them. Though if I do find an odd corner, I might fill them in with the stair or the chisel quartz block. That could go nicely. At the moment, I'm loving the interior aesthetic. Okay, let's get some more stone. Let's turn all of them into... Oops. Turn all of them into stone bricks. Stone bricks. Yeah, perfect. And now maybe... At this stage the roof can start to get a little bit lower. And that's a really strong transition point. Very cool. Alright, I think I'm in love with that. Looks very clean. Nice. And then, do I have any different textures for my stone? I think what I'll do is I'll grab one more stack of stone, but we'll put a different texture on it. And this one can go with chiseled stone bricks. Can't have these guys roaming around. Too much noise. Yeah. So replace this. Yeah, very happy with that. We'll do the same thing here. Something feels off. Yeah, I'll probably have to replace all of this with a particular block. Nice. Okay. That seems to look so much nicer. Let's replace the rest of this floor. And that way we can say we're officially done with this section. Nice. I'm not sure what kind of block I want on the left and right here. Don't want to keep it just stone because that seems to take away from on this. Could do something with a slab, make that look a bit interesting. Okay, say what, let me put this back and this back, and let's grab ourselves some slabs. That's the type of slab I want. Oh, I can't undo it. We'll see how it works. Because the slides feel very bland at the moment. And then I can put stairs to transition that. Yeah, nice. The slabs feel a lot more pleasant. It like flows. So now you actually have flow going this way and that way, and it feels like a more cohesive build. Then that means I'll probably expand the slab section just at this area here. Just to demarcate that this is the entrance. This is turning out lovely. This feels a little bit barren. Maybe I can put some textures with more slabs. These are cobbled deep slate slabs. Let's see if I can change that. Can you combine slabs? You can. And then chisel deep slate. I can't really do much with it. Oh well, I guess we'll deal with that. And where's the rest of my deep slate? This I can turn into labs. I think what we'll do put some of my excess resources there. Running out of space already. Okay, so now with the tiles, what I'm thinking is I could, whoops, add a little bit of depth. That feels like it's filling in a gap. See what I mean? Maybe this should be a little bit higher. I can make this work, one sec. That goes there. That looks a lot better. Nice, very nice. Let's just look at it from afar. Fan of it. I am a fan. I am a fan. We'll continue. Whoops. We'll continue this sort of texture going that way, and then I think we'll have another hub where we'll just use some of the quartz. Just a little bit. Enough to where it looks interesting. It doesn't look neglected. See? Just a little touch of quartz and it makes it stand out. I'll wrap this corner. Nice. So then I think the rest of this dirt has to go. I'm not sure what I'll replace it with. Let's put some blackstone in. I think that'll work nicely. Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Nice, okay. So then in the middle here, we will probably build that up. Yep. Yep. I feel like there's stairs missing. This feels too harsh. Do I have any stone stairs on me? No, I do not. Not a problem. There we go. So then now what we're going to do is recess this back just once. Replace those with stairs. Inverted stairs. Nice. Nice. That looks a lot better. Everything is just smooth, flowing. Into the base. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so I think we're making good pace for the renovations out the front here. Let's see what's happening inside. So I like this transition where we're going from a real nature-esque, mystical sort of theme with a lot of wood tones, combination of wood here. I'm gonna get rid of all of the stone, replace it with warm tones, planks, concrete maybe. And then the same thing inside. We'll reshape the entire nature of that, make it more naturey. And then as we continue moving towards its side, it becomes a little bit more industrial, modern, contemporary fusion with the nature. This entrance to the mine, very, very natural. And then very, very modern for the nether and eventually nether hub to be. This is turning out really good. Okay, what can I do next? I think we'll finish off this. Just fix that transition all the way into the mine. What I'm thinking is I can use a little bit of a quartz to take us there. I'll only do this 2x2 section for now. We'll just see how it looks. And then if I like it, then we'll do the rest of it. Yeah. It continues nicely. Do we have any stairs? Yeah, we do have stairs. Yeah, that works. That works really well. And then what we can do is we can have oak going parallel to that and then start like another kind of naturey theme going that way. So the closer we get to here, the more naturey it's gonna be. And then this is the modern side of stuff. Let's see if we can implement some of these quartz pillars. I think the quartz pillars can start. Maybe we'll get rid of this. This was a placeholder anyways. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that works. That works really well. I don't know if I like the flooring though. We might need some birch. I don't have any birch trees on me at the moment, nor do I have saplings. We can make that work really well. Yep. Very good. Nice stony wrap around. It just becomes more quartzy. It just catches your eye. But then this could be another pillar. Good. And that means just make that entire section dedicated to that. Good. I like it so far. Feels like there's something missing here. Maybe the corner. Maybe that's too harsh. Yep, that does it. Oh, that's covering that there. Have to keep it like that for now. And then as we make our way, no, I'm not loving that. It's talking to me, and it's telling me there should be a pillar here instead, and that we should just not have those. Oh gosh, I need to empty my stuff, and then we'll reset the palette, figure out what other blocks we wanna add into that. Let's just add some of these blocks. Make sure we don't lose all of our items. Good. Collect some of this remaining stone, any excess stone from here, and we'll just reset everything. Yeah, but so far, I think the renovations are going very well. This was supposed to be just a stone chest. Let's keep that how it is. The copper we'll chuck there. Glass probably keep here. The coal I can keep on my person. And the rotten flesh I can go in the mob chest. Probably have to trade that away as well. Oh, iron nuggets. Let's put a blast furnace there. Yeah, that's a very interesting pattern. And let's fill the rest of that up with quartz. And that space is just not going to be seen, so we can just place our pillar there. And then the stair can do its job, and there we go. We have our furnace section here. And now it looks like it's serving a purpose. Very, very nice. Does that work? That works for now. So we go in, lots of textures and fusions and modernist type stuff. More classic wood. Fusion, nature aesthetic. Moss is really doing wonders here. And then we have a nice cozy garden up the top. Very, very happy with that. Now, my next goal is to figure out what this section is actually going to be. Because currently, I have most of my storage things going that way. Just those chests as my storage, but I do imagine that because this is at the intersection of my mines and nether, I could just keep it as mine and nether stuff, and I can have a couple more storage things over here. Maybe these can be all of my farm related items, so instead of having, and this cooktop looks so nice there. I'm just trying to figure out, because I have this empty space here, and I want everything to have somewhat of a function, even if it does look nice. But maybe something here. What else do I need? I might farms up the top here, and this can go up vertically and down. Is that an eclipse? No. No, that's just the moon. Okay. But yeah, I do want my farms to be in this sort of area. We'll build that upwards. And then I want my villager hub, just to be in this sort of area there. Go downwards. And then this is my enchanting setup, so that can stay there. I'm gonna spice that up with some lapis. And then as I spice that up with lapis, probably look a little bit more mystical, so I can use some blue tones there. Gotta figure out how to use that dried ghast. Not how to use it, but where to use it, more likely. I know how to use it, it's just I don't know where I want it. Let's grab some more fences. Let's grab some more fences, and we'll finish placing the lanterns. So that this section at least looks complete. Oh yeah, we do need a light source here. Now, this is where I'm a little confused. I want to not rely on the lanterns all the time. Also have some light blocks. But this looks so nice. It looks mystical. But then, what I want is to also have some solid light blocks. So with solid light blocks, then there'll just be a smoother gradient of light, I think, without some strange things poking out. So we can try experiment with the shroom light. Let's see what that gives us. The shroom light, where can I chuck that? I don't want it to be obvious. Like somewhere like there, and I can hide it with a couple of things. Like slabs. Slab it up. That seems to do a job. Walk around. Feels too unobvious there. Maybe like in here. Does that work? Oh yeah, that works. That works very well. So then I can do something symmetrical on this side. And surround them with trapdoors maybe? That could work. Let's see what trapdoor type stuff we can do. Good. That looks aesthetic. But then maybe instead of just having yeah, and then I can surround that with more trapdoors, which I'll need to grab. Make some more trapdoors. Two should be enough. And then let's just see how that looks. Oops. Nice. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe we need 3. Just to cover the surface from when we go back up this way. Yeah, that looks so nice. Looks subtle, doesn't too much space. It fits the block palette as it blends in with this. Like if you look at it from the distance, these feel like they are part of the same thing. That's a really nice block palette, and it continues with our oak and acacia fences. They have a very subtle difference. I think acacia is just a little bit more saturated and has more of a red tinge. What do I know? I'm colorblind. But then in terms of the lighting, something is screaming at me. What can I put there? We're gonna need some stairs. Grab some stairs. And with these stairs, we're gonna invert them or place a lamp like that. Oh, that looks so aesthetic. And then we can also have a lamp hanging off. This is where a chain would be really good. That looks really good, yep. And we'll use the natural light of the nether portal here and embrace the purplish glow. We can put some transparent glass around it and just make those reflections pop even more. But then in terms of light, we will chuck one there for now. Okay, maybe, just maybe. That looks better. So we'll just replace this entire corner then. I don't want all of this to be quartz. I do need something to just cut through it. Otherwise it feels a bit jarring. So in here, there should be a lighter block palette that we could try and find. Smooth stone might do it. Do I have anything else? Nope. Too clinical. Wool. A grey wool? Oh, you know what? The grey wool might not be a bad shout. Let's see how that looks. And then we can decide if it doesn't work or not. Now the thing about Minecraft is you can never decide until you try it, because it just might work. And that it does. That it does. The thing about the wool is it gives this acoustic panel type texture, which I associate with very, very modernist, contemporary type designs. Like this wool just feels sound dampening and cozy. Having a wrap all the way around feels like it's a blanket. And then just a little bit of a pop of color from the acacia. Ooh, love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't even know if I want my bed there, to be honest, but it works. Let's change that into a chiseled. And we can fill this gap in. Yeah, nice. Oh, perfect. Could add some carpet there as well. You see what I mean? Just the grey, the black, the acacias gives just the perfect mix of warmth and coziness to this place. But then this section, now I'm changing my mind. I know I said I wanted to put some quartz and keep it very, very modern, but well, the modern aesthetic looks nice. I think the white might not work perfectly with the purplish black from the obsidian. Well, instead, we can use some glass, and what we can do is we can stain it using some squid ink and have like a black and dark aesthetic going on. Maybe behind it have some different colored blocks, so even though it'll be very, very muted from the black tint, the blue will still seep through the back, and then mix that with the purplish blue hue from the nether portal, and oh, it's just gonna look so nice. Right. Let's see what we can do about the... Where do villagers spawn cats? I don't own any fish, but a cat might be a really good creeper repellent. Really good creeper repellent. Yeah, we're gonna keep all of this wood themed. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab some oak. Let's do that. Let's grab some oak. I like how these trees blend in with the part of the base. Oh no, this is one of those trees. There it is. There. Okay. We will have to avoid that lightning. I don't have any lightning rods, which is a little concerning. Though this might be a good chance to get more skelly horses. I forget, do skeletons have to be struck by lightning? That's probably it, to be honest. Because I don't see any horses spawning naturally around here. Also, does a skeleton horse inherit the properties of the horse struck by lightning? That's how they're made. Or is it randomized, and are you able to increase their stats like you would a horse? Because I know if you damage a horse and kill it with sugar, it gets a little bit more speed in its gallop. But then if you heal it with some other stuff, then it gets like more HP or higher jumping ability. I forget what the conditions are for the other things. Anyways, let's replenish our oak. And then we'll be on our way. But can't really abandon the apples, because I'm going to need a lot of apples. Let's try our best to collect them after I get rid of all of these saplings. Oh, I hear a zombie. Oh, I collected one of the saplings. Good. Okay, well, I don't need this trapdoor, so we'll get rid of that. Rotten flesh I'll probably trade away. I've got to figure out how to automate my farm then. Right, let's put away these excess saplings and we'll pick up those apples because I do need some apples, and I think we have a lot of gold. A lot of gold that it's not going to need for a while. Let's get those apples now. Four apples here. Oh, we could get a couple more. Or I have a couple more actually. Oh well. We'll figure out where everything is after. Maybe I should sleep in my main bed for once. Kidiki. Yeah, we have plenty of apples. I don't know what I was worried about. Now, I'm gonna put a bunch of my building blocks away because I think I've lost creative juice and stamina to continue. I think we've done quite enough with the building for this section. Looks so nice. Maybe this could be like a thumbnail shot. And yeah, I think today's been really productive. I don't have any complaints about what's been done. So, if you are still awake, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it was nice and relaxing, and maybe you enjoyed. Maybe you learned a little bit about the farming process and the aesthetic side of things. I would say I'm a pretty good builder despite having no professional experience in art or anything like that. I just have a good knack for feel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you have any suggestions about the themes of any of the areas in my base, then please let me know in the comments. And if you're looking forward to any other lessons, sorry, not lessons, if you're looking forward to any other episodes, then feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and look forward to the next episode where I will probably finish off the Blaze farms and start a nether hub. So that'll be very exciting. But if you're asleep, then safe dreams, sleep tight, and I will catch you tomorrow night maybe, or maybe the night after. We'll see when this gets uploaded. Alright, good night.